Good morning, everyone. I am Teddy Hicks, and I'm reading you an affirmation from my book, My Life Gets Better Every Day. Today's October 9th, 2025, and our affirmation for today is, I'm focused on the good stuff. Every day, there are likely to be things you really want to do and things you really don't want to do. Maybe you really don't enjoy the commute to work, but can't wait to dig into that project your team is handling. Maybe you really don't enjoy work at all, but look forward to coming home and preparing a delicious meal and catching up with your family. Or maybe the highlight of your day is that pumpkin latte you're going to get after dropping the kids off at school. We tend to pay far too much attention to the things we don't like and kind of gloss over the stuff we enjoy. If we always remember that what we focus on expands in our lives, it would make sense to ignore the unpleasant stuff and celebrate wildly the parts we love. So today, see if you can talk and think mostly about the parts of your day that you really enjoy and emotionally detach from the parts that you don't. Yeah, you still have to do all the unpleasant stuff, but you don't have to make it a big deal or tell stories about it. Love, Teddy. This one is such a game changer and it's so important, and it's also so counterintuitive for most of us, right? Like, it obviously, when we have to do stuff we don't like, we pay attention to that, we focus on that, we talk about that, we dread that, it's like that becomes the focus of our attention. And the stuff that we do like, we just kind of like, whatever, this is how life should be, right? But it's so important to shift that narrative in your head, because it is so true. It is actually true. It is a fact that the things that you pay the most attention to are the things that you're going to get more of. It's just how the law of attraction works. It's not, you don't even have to make it work. It just works. It's always working in the background. So every time you're thinking about something you don't like, you're worrying about something you have to do, you're dreading that medical appointment you have this morning, that feeling, that energy is expanding. You're drawing more of that into your life. So you're going to get more things you don't like. You're going to have more unpleasant experiences. And the more you can focus on the stuff you do like, the same thing is going to happen. That energy will expand, that energy will be amplified, and you will get more good stuff in your life. So it's a pretty simple equation. It's hard for us to do. I know our brains are wired to focus on negativity and problems and threats to our safety, and that's very normal. So don't beat yourself up for that. But whenever you can, deliberately kind of shift that in your mind. Go, you know what? Yeah, I have this horrible medical appointment this morning that I'm really not looking forward to, but I'm just going to set that aside for now. I know I have to do it, but I'm not going to pay attention to it. I'm going to pay attention to the super fun stuff I get to do this evening after my work day is done, or this weekend, all that fun stuff I have going on, or this, fun course I'm taking, or the new trajectory of my career, like whatever is lighting you up right now, making you feel really excited and happy. Just pay attention to that, think about that, fantasize about that. And if you don't have anything positive to think about in your life right now, or if nothing jumps into your mind, fantasize. That's always an okay thing to do. When you visualize what you want, it comes to you faster. So make up a little story in your head about how great it will be when you don't have to do this job anymore, when you have a different job, or when you can retire, or, when you find that perfect mate and you fall madly in love, or that vacation you're going to take later this year. You're allowed to have fun in your mind, right? You're allowed to think about the things that you want, the things that you love, fantasize, visualize, do all the things that are just anything to generate positive energy, anything that makes you feel good inside, it makes you feel excited. It's all good stuff. So you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to have fun. So remember today, focus on the good stuff. Try to kind of just know that you have to still do the unpleasant stuff, but you can set it aside. You don't have to make it a big deal or bigger deal than it is. And generate more of that positive energy in your life. And things not only will feel a lot better on the day-to-day, but you will be actually creating more positive things in your life. You will be actually on that path to have the kind of life that you want, which is really exciting. I hope that's helpful for you today. I will see you tomorrow with the next one. Thank you very much for watching. And if you can like and comment on this video, it would really help me out. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye.